and we don't have anything to do with Egypt.
Oh, I guess that's not going to work. How do I play it?
Just hit play in the center.
Oh, here it is.
Pot smoking. We're gonna get so high because we're pot smoking. We're gonna get so high because we're pot smoking. I said we're gonna get high because we're pot smoking. I said we're pot smoking. Oh hell, you some bitches want to smell some really good shit? Here you go. Smell this.
I like smoking marijuana. You feel just like I wanna. Good afternoon, everybody. Where the hell already?
We're at 0, but we got a like.
We got a like from nobody. How'd that work?
I don't know, man. I thought I left the ghost in my old place.
Groovy. So you named your daughter Hippie.
No. Hey, Cal, how are you, Curly Cal? What's up this morning?
That's what I heard. I don't know. Hi, Kyle. I was thinking about having our friend Kyle up at some point today. He has a pretty interesting story. A non-smoking young man who had been run over by a car and now partakes in marijuana on a regular because he needs to, because he doesn't want to be on pain pills and shit.
I mean, if that works, then that's always a better choice.
Yeah. So I figure we'll have him come up at some point today and tell his story, but we'll go through our regular regimen, right? We're regimented.
Cool. Oh, I'm just trying to de-stress now. All morning. Well, just dealing with a lot of people, right? I hadn't done a proper grocery since I got here yet. So I hadn't really gone shopping, right? We've been eating in restaurants.
Right. Oh, yeah. You were telling me you were enjoying the lavish lifestyle of eating out every night.
Yeah,
you were, what's that dude that died? What's his name that traveled the world? And
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, you think you're Anthony Bourdain over there traveling around eating everywhere.
But so I need to go shopping, right? So today's my daughter's day off, and she has a Costco membership. So I thought, a good day to go and stock up on me, because I got vacuum sealers, right? So I can seal my stuff into smaller portions.
Sure.
So we went and did Costco, and then some things I couldn't get there that I needed. So we went to a regular grocery store, but it was, I mean, I've been living in a place that's got 55,000 people, and I just moved to a place with over 1 million people. So the volume of people in the stores are way different here than what I'm used to for the last year and a half, or even in Edmonton. It was quite quiet. So, too many people, too much movement. And I only got back about 20 minutes before the show started. So
well, that's
trying to put it away. I haven't even got high yet today.
You haven't gotten? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That's not good. That's not good.
I haven't had time. So good morning, Garrett. How you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Curly Cal. Thank you for sharing it out. Kyle is here.
He says ready. Is his new favorite strain.
Yeah, he's been pretty high back there in Discord for a while now.
What do you mean, just for this morning or for months?
No, for the last couple of days when he does. He's a good kid, man. He's in his 30s somewhere. I think he's turning 31 next week or something.
October 26th, right, Kyle?
I think so, yeah. He might have told us once or twice. Anywho, his birthday, he's going out. He's having a grunge birthday party at the local bar. They're going to be doing karaoke. He's a big karaoke star over there in his area of Utah.
Oh, really? Karaoke guy. Nice.
He enjoys his karaoke, yeah. So it's karaoke, right? Isn't that the proper term? Karaoke?
Karaoke. Maybe it was karaoke in Japan.
Yeah, I think it's karaoke.
Could be.
But I don't know.
In 1 week. Chucky going to celebrate with a big spliff, Kelly?
Chucky fell in love last night, I think. I'm not sure. But we had Seed Squatch on last night with DJ Envy and myself.
Who's Seed Squatch?
Oh, he plays some really cool tunes that we play over here. He's an up-and-coming artist. And he came on last night and he jammed out with us, and we hung out for about 2 hours and heard a couple of his new songs. And he sings about Sasquatch a lot.
Okay.
Well, not a lot, but his name is Seed Squatch. Anyway, he is awesome. We're going to play a song by him right now, actually.
What does he live in the Pacific Northwest?
Yes, and he is a grower and a shower.
Nice.
You know what? I'm going to pull up one of his videos.
But now you're a grower and a shower, except you're growing and showing different things.
Right. I got to work on the other half.
How are you today?
All right. It's going pretty well. I've been hitting the button and it's been coming right up. So here we go. I want to watch this one. This is one of his videos that we watched last night. Yeah. This one is freaking awesome. Out of the way. No, stop. Stupid pop-up popped up in front of the freaking pause button. And I couldn't pause or nothing.
Pop-ups.
Right. Stupid pop-ups. All right, hold on. I'm getting there.
31, Kyle? Damn, that was 25 years ago for me.
All right, you ready? This video is awesome. Are you looking at it?
There it is. He looks like a guy from the Pacific Northwest that likes to grow.
All right, well, get ready to hold your heart. Hold your hearts.
Seed Squatch coming at you. What's up, Tom? Oh, he plays Metallica.
He plays freaking badass music.
That's got a real Metallica sound to it at the beginning.
He smokes those things nonstop. He grows his own tobacco leaves, roll his own cigars, and smoke once like that.
Down by the swamp where I was raised.
I've heard this song before.
I play it all the time. I didn't know there was a video for it until last night. Watch the video, though. It's fucking sick.
The shade of blues unknown by a few. It rings inside of my head like they always do. Hype is filled, reality's cute. Everything comes in twos. Yeah.
Got a great garden.
Fish on the brain is a habit strain. Smoke
Morning,
boards,
Chardell.
smiling right.
Hi, Chardell, sweetie.
On the plane is Miss Mary Jane. She'll get you every time. Ooh, in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top.
I'm pretty sure that's his backyard.
Can't breathe, my brain is fried. Yes, I cough till the lines stop. Human haze in a mental daze. Down by the swamp where I was raised. I'm popping caps and that. Step to the guitar. The lady. outside of them lines of the coloring books inside my head. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I can't remember what the fuck I said. Ooh, but in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top. I can't believe my brain is fried. I guess I'll cough till I stop. Human haze in a mental daze, down by the swamp where I once raised. I'm popping caps in the back, listening to the guitar play me, yeah. The shade of blues unknown by a few. It rings inside of my head like they always do. Your pipe is filled, reality's killed. Everything.
Now they want to change the kid's name to Bigfoot.
While everything will fall.
Yeah, Humboldt County. Well, that's where he lives now. I don't know. All I know is the people that did the video for this are fucking amazing. The video is amazing. The song is amazing. And his little farm is amazing.
Yeah. And he was on the show with you last night?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it in a minute. That is Seed Squatch. He came on last night and we hung out with him for 2 hours. Like I said, it's available. You can find it on YouTube or Facebook, or in the near future it'll be up on that other thing.
Oh.
What the hell is it called?
Spotify?
Yes, thank you, Spotify. Damn, I had a brain fart there. Yeah, so he was awesome. We had a great time. The show started off a little rough. We were and he had a delay. He was all the way out there, and he has poor service. He said so. It wasn't the best.
Living.
He's like, I'm up in the woods, like nobody's around me. There's like hardly any Wi-Fi, and I got like a satellite Wi-Fi, and I'm looking into the new one out there, whatever it's called, Starlink or whatever.
Starlink.
Yeah, so he's awesome, and he's agreed to come on. He's in the middle of finishing up his last of his harvest, DoktorHigh.
Yeah, that's the time of year for it.
Yep, he's cropping. He was covered in resin yesterday. He said he had to shower up and get cleaned up before he came on, and then he needed to roll a couple of those big gorilla finger looking like blunts that he had there. Yeah, and then he came on and he got high with us, and we hung out and we talked. And DJ Envy loved his music. It was I love it. He has a couple other new tunes, but I'll save them for the day he comes on with us. It'll be any day now. He's trying to figure out which day will be best. He said he let him finish up cropping in his harvest, and then he'll be in and ready to do it.
With him. He looks like he's got it going on up there, that's for sure.
Oh, he's got it going on. And like I said, he grows his own tobacco leaves, and he said it was very, very successful.
No, that's the way to go.
And he rolls his blunts in tobacco leaves like that, and he smokes them, and he is loving life up there. And we were talking about it, and we were like just joking around, and he said he knows exactly how much weed he smokes in a year. And I don't know how we got onto that subject, but he smokes 6 pounds a year.
Yeah, that's 6 pounds a year is half a pound a month. So that's 8 ounces a month, 2 ounces a week, pretty much. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Been there, done that.
I could live on that. I could live on that.
Good morning, Chris. How are you? Gordon, thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm the hippie. That's DoktorHigh, if you couldn't tell the difference. What are we going to do today? You got stuff to talk about? We're going to bring Kyle up in a little while.
I've been gone all morning, so Lori says that she bought bud just for the vaporizer. Very good, Lori. I'd like to know how that works for your lungs.
She got Sunday Driver all ground up.
Oh, I've had Sunday Driver. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
strain.
I've had Sunday Driver numerous
Yeah,
times. It's actually a very good strain.
Yeah, it's a nice
And
strain.
it came pre-ground, so she got it on a deal.
Mhm.
And I'm happy for her. I hope it works. She's got that vaporizer thing back out.
Yeah, it'd be great to see her on the vape, right? It'd be a lot easier on her lungs, I think.
I want to see her on the goddamn edibles, man. We got to get somebody that can bake for that woman and get her high every week on edibles.
Lori, we can teach her to do it herself.
I know, but she won't listen.
You know? And that's really the most economical way to do it.
Oh, I hit the button over here. My other hand hit the button. Or my doob. Maybe my doob. When I swung my doobie down, it hit the silence button. All of a sudden, I'm like, I can't hear anything. I'm pressing buttons. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that was scary.
Well, Kelly says she just found Bigfoot lights.
Sweet. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time last night. Tonight, we have 2 guests tonight, too. We have the Rooster and Dave Jones, both the Sentinels from up in Ohio, the biker group that hosted, let us use their land to have OVDJ at.
But when we're talking about biker group, we're talking about law enforcement officers as far as a biker club, huh?
Yes.
Isn't that what the Sentinels are? They're law enforcement?
We're gonna find out everything tonight. Okay. I don't know what the official, rumors fly around the OVDJ camp out like crazy. Everybody was saying that my penis was big and pink. It's not big.
It's not pink.
No, it is pink.
Oh, I thought it was white.
No, it's pinkish.
Yeah, Chris, I did get your pics. I didn't get a chance to look at them till this morning. Because just for any out there that send me messages after we're done the show, I generally don't touch anything. No social media, no nothing.
Yeah, you can ask me.
I don't.
Yeah, loud.
I just no, because I do my thing, and then when I'm done, I'm done. Right? You got to separate you got to compartmentalize a little bit your life, right? Because especially social media, it's draining a little bit, but that's good. So what's Lori? Lori says her O2 stayed at 50. Wow, that's really low.
Yeah.
Really low. And they get up to 73. And my wife's a nurse, and my mom has COPD. And I mean, when her oxygen gets low like that, she's confused. She's, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of spin-offs from it. My mother's, my wife is quite concerned at that. But I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of her down that low. So, yeah. Are you opposed to learning how to make edibles, Lori? Because it's so easy to do.
She said no. I heard her.
It's so easy to do.
She's afraid that it's going to cost a lot of money to make them strong enough for her.
Well, this is part of the problem, right? This is part of the problem where you guys are. But you don't have to make edibles from flower. You can make edibles from concentrates, right? So
or distillate, right? Can't you use a distillate as well?
Distillate. You could use a live resin. You could do it with RSO. You can do it with anything. Really,
we should make them together. We'll have Curly Kel come up, and she'll use her kitchen, and DoktorHigh and I will host it, and she will make edibles for us. Her treat
cookies.
Thank you, Curly Kel, for treating.
Yeah,
cookies for everybody.
Oh, Kyle makes his own edibles.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he says he loves to make edibles.
He meant he loves to eat edibles.
Yeah, so I got a chance to look at your pictures, Chris. You've tied up your branches so that the weight of the buds don't end up breaking them as they continue. Your buds are looking pretty good. So did you see the pictures, Hippie?
No, I have not seen the pictures yet, but you reminded me of some of the damage I did to my plant. Oh.
What did you do?
Oh. No, it's all right. I went to pull off one of them leaves that you told me that I need to remove periodically. I haven't been doing them like all at once because I
And
figured that's going to be a big shock to
you
them.
did
So
it with those scissors, and it pulled a strip of the fiber down on the plant.
maybe one of them, but another one kind of went and bent.
The branch?
The whole branch bent. It did not crack.
Okay, so it's fine.
It's fine. I think it's going to be fine. It's
It'll
just
be
kind
fine.
of laying low right now. I'll just have to tie it up once
Yeah,
it gets a little
it'll be fine.
stronger.
But that's
Yeah.
the reason. Like,
What about that fiber shit? What's going to happen with that fiber
it'll
shit?
heal. It becomes like a cut, like for us, right? Like a cut.
That's what I figured.
So it will heal, but when that happens, the plant has to divert some of its energy to the healing process instead of to the growing process, right? So it has an effect on.
I can show you. She's
on
looking
that
pretty. You
No,
want to see
she's
her?
just looking fine because I knew right away what was going on, right? Because I was able to tell you what happened because it's not the first time I've done it. I think almost anybody who's growing has done it. But yeah, the plant's looking healthy. Is good. It looks really good.
It's starting to sprout new leaves in some locations on the smaller branches there.
Yep.
Is that all right? We want that, even though I've been plucking the fuckers.
Well, you can still allow the growth to come in. Like you can clean it up later. We used to really during the whole cycle of growth, during the veg phase, we would clean up the plants, let's say twice in a period of 6 weeks, maybe. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that there was good airflow, because that's really important, especially when you got a room with 800 or 1,000 or 1,500 plants. They're all pretty close together.
Don't tell them how many plants I have, bro.
Well, they're all pretty close together. So when the plants are too dense like that, there are pockets where the moisture can stay and cause mold or fungus or microbial problems. So when you clean up the plants, it allows for the air to flow through, and with that flow through air, you avoid a lot of your too much humidity issues, right? Too much moisture issues. And then once we got into flower, then we were more vigilant about cleaning the plants. So they might get cleaned every 2 weeks, so maybe 3 times. So maybe like 5 times we would go through the whole room and clean up everything. And it might take us, 2 days, 3 days to clean a room. Really?
Right, well,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been, and you could probably see, like they're kind of stripped. They're kind of stripped for the most part, and I leave that little bushel at the top of each one of them.
Yeah.
And I haven't been doing like all of them at once because I figured that's going to be a big shock to the baby. And I don't want to shock her. So every once in a while, I go over and I'll grab 1 or 2 leaves off, and then I'll leave it for the day. And then I'll go through and I'll pull another 2 off tomorrow and leave it for the day. And I got the other little one growing in there. She seems to be a little stunted right now, but she's still green. But I think from the overall of the rerooting, she might be a little stunted. So,
what, from the small seedling that you just did?
Yeah, the second one that I have going now.
That can wait to be repotted, right? Like it's only.
Oh, it's a baby. The roots haven't even really started to grow yet. It was just one long sprout, like one long sprout when it came back up the dirt the other side, and I was like, oh, you need to go back down there.
Good morning, Vern. How are you today? Didn't miss anybody in here. Lori says, but they found out they have a no-grow law. It's a federal offense. Well, Lori, it appears to me like you're no stranger to breaking the rules, seeing as Facebook has you penalized quite the regular. So,
speaking of laws, speaking of fucked up, speaking of shit, holy shit, I got a story for you.
Oh, I just want to ask Vern, did you have a chance, Vern, to send me those pictures for your so I can put together the video portion of your commercial for WTHC? So
he wants you to send it right to him instead of
I wasn't
me.
able to extract them from the email that Hippie sent me. So if I could get those pictures directly, it would be fantastic. Then I can put together something for you, and you can send them
I
right.
don't want them. No, I wanted them, but there was not enough nudes.
And you can send them right to that email address, Vern, and I'll be able to put that together because I think that we may be transitioning on to CBG TV fairly soon.
I'm so nervous.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome.
I got a story for you, Bucko.
Okay.
You ready? This
Yep.
is you got your computer or something there so you can look stuff up.
Not really, but hold on. Go ahead with the story. If I got to look something up, I'll look it up. And if I can just tap my own database, I will.
No, you ain't tapping no database, bruh.
Not for this one.
This handsome fella I know named Da.Hippie went to the dispensary yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
As he always does.
Yep.
With his permit or his license or his identification, whatever you want to call it, and his credit card in hand, not credit card, debit card in hand.
Yeah.
Credit/debit card, which he uses every time he goes there. Up to the sums of $1,000 sometimes.
Right.
So Hippie goes in there yesterday, sits down on the little shelf they got there by his ass so his fat ass can sit on the shelf. He's talking to the girl. We order about $400 worth of stuff.
Okay.
So I go to pay, and I put my little credit card thing in like I always do.
Yep.
I put the code in.
Yep.
And it comes back denied.
Really?
Yeah. So she says, well, you're done. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, unfortunately.
Your bank isn't processing the transaction because it's a cannabis.
The bank is no longer transaction.
Oh.
And she said, it was working yesterday. You're my first patient. You're my first customer today with Wells Fargo. So you're the first one I'm hearing. But here, I got info for you. I said, what? Tell me about this now because I need to talk about this tomorrow on the show. So then I ended up having to pay 2 fees to get the money out of their goddamn fucking machine because I didn't have cash on me.
So you get like $3.50 charge from there.
Oh, it's
your bank charges.
Oh yeah, I'm a angry elf right now.
Yeah.
So she says it's called HR 2891, the Safe Banking Act. Look it up. Tell me what the freak is going on.
That's probably I don't know just off the top of my head, but that's probably what's in place to prevent money laundering, to prevent drug cartels from banking, to prevent any illicit banking activity. And that's the way it's been through the federal, because Wells Fargo's federal. All the banks that are FDIC insured are federal. So they have to operate under federal law. I'm actually surprised you're getting away with using your debit card or credit card to this point at all. They must just not have made the connection at your financial institution as to what the purchases actually were, or were not enforcing it for some reason.
No, I don't think they were enforcing it anywhere in this state until just recently.
And you know what's funny? Because
the way she made it sound, she was like, well, yeah, they caught the other bank the other day, and I watched that one no longer work. Yesterday, this one stopped working, and I guess today, Wells Fargo is no longer doing it.
There it is. Safe Banking Act. Thank you, Garrett.
Officially known
as a Secure and Fair Enforcement Banking Act.
Just in time, because I was about to fire his ass.
In the United States, and addresses financial services for cannabis-related businesses. Safe Banking Act purpose. Safe Banking Act aims to create protections for depository institutions that provide financial services to cannabis-related legitimate businesses. But that should have allowed Hippie to use his debit card because it is a legitimate cannabis-related business for medical patients. So
Debit.
I would maybe, if I was you, contact Wells Fargo and tell them, you know, I'm a medical patient with a medical card in the state of Pennsylvania where medical marijuana is legal. And when I went to purchase my medicine yesterday, I was denied the ability to use my debit card to secure my medicine.
Secure my weed, bro.
Up with that. You know, like, you got to advocate for yourself.
I don't. No offense to the Bel Air Kush, but I've been sucking on this for like a month now.
Or they're not allowed to use credit cards, and that doesn't surprise.
Well, but we weren't allowed to use credit cards either. They told us we're not allowed to use credit cards. Oh, hey Nick, what's up, buddy? I didn't even see you sleep. So we're not allowed to use credit cards, but mine's one of them, credit / debit card. So as long as I got the cash in the bank, they're willing to let me use it.
You're right. You're right about that, Veronica. Like, really, I can understand the banks being hesitant because of the federal prohibition on cannabis, but people need access to their medicine. Plain and simple.
I was traumatized because it was a matter of me. I was like to the dime on my on the amount of money I had,
Right.
And so now it was $6 more, and I'm like, I ain't got $6 more, so right. I'm like scrimping in the car for change, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is stupid. You fucking guys, and you don't even give us any kind of notice. We just come in, and you're like, oh, sorry, you're fucked.
Now, see, Garrett says you can't use credit cards on any lottery in Minnesota, but that is okay. Like, I don't think anybody should be able to use credit cards for lottery because people are addicted to gambling. Gambling has a really high rate of addiction. So if you allow people to use their credit cards to gamble, the likelihood of them reimbursing that money back to the credit card company goes down tremendously because addicts are addicts, right? And gambling addicts are always like, you know what? I got $500 in my hand. If I go down to the casino, I know I'm going to come out with $1,500. And when they come out of the casino, they come out with $0. You know what I mean? So they're always chasing that thing. And that's the worst thing that can happen at a casino is you go the first time and you win. You know what I mean? And you're like,
this was easy. That was easy.
I'm not a gambler. Never been a gambler.
No, I'm not a gambler either. I go with $100. Yeah. Mrs. Hippie usually goes with $100 each. We both go with $100. I usually lose mine within the first 20 minutes, and then I'm scrubbing money off of her. By the time, well, she makes me do the damn slot machine. She won't even let me go to the table because I lose way too much over there.
Fast.
She makes me do the slots, and then by the time it's all said and done, I spend about 180. She does about 20, and we're out the door.
See, I think my wife would be the opposite because she does like to gamble, but I am.
No, Mrs. Hippie is totally not a gambler. I mean, maybe if we were independently wealthy and we had cash just to waste, she would be a little better with it because she does enjoy to sit down and play, and she likes to play that one with the ball that goes around in circles, roulette or something like that. Okay. She's a big roulette gambler. She likes that.
You're right about that, Nick. I can say that. Nick says people become addicted to anything. It's almost embedded in us to succumb to some sort of addiction. And it's true, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I'll go on a trip where I'll like sour cream and onion potato chips, and I'll only buy sour cream and onion potato chips for 2 months. And then I'm like, fuck, that's enough of that. Then I'll switch to something else.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
So yeah, in a way that is really very true. You know what I mean? We all have a tendency to fall to it to different degrees, right? So, but gambling is funny because it just does something in the mind. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
I
don't like it. I gamble. I'll play, like, I love to play with my friends, sit around the table and play nickel dimes.
Kelly, I love cheese.
out of left field. I love cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I think the last time I gambled,
I know why you don't come to Discord now. I know.
Who, me?
Yeah, I know. I'm on to you.
I don't have time for Discord.
You ain't got time to listen to Curly Kell all day.
Oh, I got no problem with that. I just,
I like
there's only
cheese.
so many hours in a day, and
I like cheese.
cheese is good.
All right.
I think the last time I gambled, we used to go for breakfast. There was a casino near us in Edmonton, and my father and I would go for breakfast because two people could have a massive breakfast, walk out of there full of food up to here for like $16, because the casinos just give food away, right? Basically, it's so cheap.
Yeah,
So
they want you to stay. So
yeah, so we go
eat. There's like an Italian family over there. Eat, manja. Free
and
drink. Yeah.
It was on First Nations land, so you could smoke cigarettes in the casino. So I was still smoking cigarettes at the time. So when I'd finished my breakfast, I'd like to go have a cigarette. So I'd go over to the area where you could smoke, and I was smoking a cigarette, and I had a $5 bill in my pocket. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll stick it in the machine. You know what I mean? I'm standing here anyway. Let's just throw in this $5 and see what happens. So I spun one time, nothing. I spun the next time. This thing started lighting up like crazy. And the next thing you know, it gave me free spins. By the time the free spins were done, I had like $307 or something stupid like that, right? Cash out, boom, take my money, walk away.
See? And the thing about Pennsylvania here is that we can go to any one of these gas stations. We got machines in your gas station. You walk in, you can sit down right there, smoke a cigarette, and play your
government promotes it, right?
Gambling right there. Bam, bam, bam. You got old dudes everywhere you go, like any kind of smoke shop, any kind of they got all them gambling machines along one wall, and they're like, yeah, go sit down, play, go for it. Yes.
That's why governments are no different than the mob or any other kind of criminal organization, because they want to control the vices. They're the ones who make the money from the casinos, from the liquor industry, from tobacco, from cannabis, because they just tax the shit out of it. And you know what I mean? They should be opposed to it. They should be more concerned with the quality of life of the citizens.
Well, no, I mean, I guess if you go broke, you're not going to die. So they're more concerned with the ones that are going to kill you, I guess.
Yeah, but they advertise on TV, buy your lottery tickets, go to the casino, bet 365, bet 99, bet. Yet there's an economic crisis going on right now. So why are you encouraging people to bet? And the worse off people are, the more likely they are to roll the dice, right? To take the chance, because they're just hoping to maybe find some breathing space in life. So, kidnap party. Oh, I must be missing something over here in the conversation.
What the hell's going on over here?
I don't know. And
welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. So if you have a question about marijuana or marijuana stuff, that's what we're really here about, not gambling.
Well, we're learning a lot about our friends today in our community, because now we know Kelly loves cheese.
I like cheese.
But we also know that Garrett likes candy.
She's like, she reminds me of the kid from, come on, hold on. You know the kid from A Christmas Story when Ralphie and his little brother are standing in line.
That's a cartoon, right?
No. This is the one where you shoot your eye out with the BB gun.
I don't know this one.
Yes, you do. Everybody knows it, with the sexy lamp leg. Oh, they don't have that in Canada. Oh my goodness. Anyway, she's like the little kid in the line that turns around to Ralphie and says, I like the Wizard of Oz. And Ralphie's like, yeah. All right. Anyway.
And Fable's going to get some free candy if she can just find that van again.
Yes.
The guy with the overcoat.
It's down by the river. It's down by the river.
Yeah, that's the guy with the trench coat and the fedora driving the van.
It's not A Christmas Carol.
I heard he lost a puppy and he's looking for some help to find it. He's not American, Nippy. No, I'm not. I'm not American.
You spent 10 years in prison here.
I did 8.5.
I am sure you watched that movie in prison every Christmas Eve for 10 years straight because it was on TNT 24 hours a day, 7 days for 24 hours a day on Christmas.
Garrett says puppies and candy. He's in.
See, Garrett, I'm
So that
concerned
guy
about
driving
you.
around in the van, make yourself a trip up to Minnesota because Garrett will help you find the puppy for candy.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
I only get in those vans that say free weed. I'm like, all right.
There we go. You know, they got a van like that in Canada, in Vancouver. Vancouver has a big problem with intravenous drug use, opioids and oxy and heroin. And they have a whole area called West Hastings where it's basically like a tent city in the middle of a real city. And it's dangerous, and they're ODing like crazy over there. Hundreds of people die all the time. I mean, they have like 30, 40 deaths every month from overdose right in the street, you know?
Where is this?
In Vancouver.
Oh, it sounds like Oregon.
Well, it's just north. It's just the other side of the border.
My daughter and I, when we were driving back from the dispensary, we were talking about how they legalized everything there and how it's like people are walking around like zombies over there, and it's really bad. I don't know. I mean, I didn't do my research, so don't quote me. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sad. But there is a group there who drive around in a van and give the addicts and the junkies free weed, hoping to, I don't know, give them an option. Yeah, it does sound like LA. I've seen some of the same images coming out of LA that we see in Vancouver, but you know, so they're actually trying to convince people over there that.
Well, that's great. You know,
choice,
I thought you were going to tell me they grab them, kidnap them, bring them, and help them recover. I don't know if that's legal, but giving them free weed, that's cool. I mean, yeah, hook them on weed. That's how I got off my stuff.
You know, really, like it's sad, but if you were to take them junkies and incarcerate them in a place and cut off their access, period, just make sure there's no access to any drug at all. You know, in a small tight prison, it would be like a rehab, but tight, right? Instead of putting them in jails, they should put them in places like that, get them clean, get them off, transition them to marijuana, and then give them a shot on the street.
I was just going to say, if you're going to put a whole bunch of people coming off of bad drugs into a small, cramped facility, you better be giving them good drugs because it ain't gonna be a party in there. That's for sure.
You know, I watched it, right? Well, I was going through the process before I actually made it to my final destination in the U.S. I went through a couple of county jails in New Hampshire, and New Hampshire, live free or die, live high or die. It seems like to me they have such big problems with heroin and oxy and stuff like that in Massachusetts and Maine, and a lot of
morning stoner talk.
New Hampshire. And I'd see them coming in off the street, right? First arrested and going through those withdrawals. And I'll tell you, man, I do not have. I mean, it's just horrible to watch. You know, it's horrible to see somebody have to suffer like that.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I was
really,
there.
really, really beautiful. My final destination in the U.S. Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I thought they were going to kill me. They didn't let me go. I wasn't sure what they were doing, man. They drove me into because when they
in a van with a blanket over his head, and they were like,
well,
"Get out!"
ICE picked me up, right, because I was being deported immediately. Like there was no family picking you up from jail and driving to the border. They wanted me in custody until I cleared the U.S. border, and so ICE comes and picks me up, and they put me in the back of an SUV, and we drive. And at one point, they pull off the highway, and they go down a dirt road, like in the woods. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing in the woods? This is not good. You know what I mean? Like, what are they planning to do? And then they stop and they get out. And they come around, they open my door and ask me to get out. Yeah, exactly, right? And I'm like, oh, what do I got to get out for? So he says, well, we're not going to take you to the border in handcuffs and shackles. So I got out of the car and they took off my handcuffs and my shackles. We got back in, then they took me to the border. We were only 5 minutes from there, but they kept me in chains, man, right until the last minute. Even though I had served my time, I had done, you know what I mean?
I figured they were going to smoke a joint with you before you go and then arrest your ass again.
I thought they was going to lock me up. I thought they was going to leave me in the woods.
They're like, this is your final destination. Good luck.
No, I haven't seen it yet, Garrett. I was out with my daughter all morning, and I only got home like 20 minutes before the show started, so I haven't.
I saw your big fork and spoon. Fork you, buddy. You forgot to tell me about 420 earlier.
Oh, we passed 420.
Oh yeah, this guy's
way past 420.
Remember when I fired him? He redeemed himself by writing that whole paragraph about the.
I'm a mean-looking dude, Garrett. Holy cow! You know what though? It works to my advantage, right? Because a lot of people.
He's a cute, chubby, cuddly guy too. Right. If you tickle him, he'll giggle. Like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I don't complain about my visual appearance. I get tagged as a biker all the time. But what it does is it allows me the opportunity to show my personality first, right? Because people are always like a little bit, and then when I start talking to them, they think, oh my God, this guy's just not all what we expect. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing, right? When you can surprise people, but in a positive way.
Yeah, I've been the same way. I'm 6'2" and 400 pounds.
Yeah,
I walk up on people and they're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
I'm like, "Hi, how are you? It's okay.
Yep,
I'm here to say hello."
Yep. No, when we got to get through a crowd or something, I tell my wife, "Tuck in behind me. Let's go."
Yep, just go. Let's go. Hold my tail of my shirt. We're going.
You know what I mean?
You just barrel through. Yeah, I'm like, especially like leaving a concert or a show or something. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this bullshit. Let's go. I just knock people over. I'm like, no, I don't.
No, Chris, Garrett said I was a mean-looking dude. I didn't call him a mean-looking dude. Oh, Garrett reminds you missed 420.
Oh, thank you, Garrett. Very good. Thank you. We're right on top of things here. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning.
Yeah.
Garrett's just waking and baking, I guess.
Well, I'm jealous because I haven't had the opportunity to do any baking yet this morning.
Bro, don't you have like a 65-gram cart over there or something?
I have all kinds, but
I can't reach
around to it. I always got one within arm's reach, man.
So what are you bitching about? Put one in your mouth and suck on it.
Puff on it, preferably.
Suck on it. Listen, you suck on your thing. I mean, puff on your thing over there, and I'm going to play some commercials because we haven't done that in quite some time.
Yeah, no, it is commercial time for sure.
Yeah, so let me get them set up.
Eat your food, doggy.
And you got 3 minutes of puffing to do, bruh.
Say bye-bye to bottled water.
We'll be right
Holistic
back.
Health Water has certified medical-grade water ionizers that make
Chinese
healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine
it's nice though. Today you can see the beauty color of the oil in here.
Or install under your sink.
Nice and
You can even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to ownyourwater.org to get a free ebook.
Yeah.
Plus, pay for any machine
here's my wife to the table
for free. Change your water and change your life. Ownyourwater.org.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart
Garrett, every time you miss something like that, we're going to subtract one letter.
If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Forge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Forge today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items.
Hey, Mrs. Hippie, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's badass crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
No,
That's
they
only
probably
on
don't care.
Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays,
Sure.
Sundays. Today I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like
Send
a
me
great
your phone
first
number and
That's
messenger.
Bella's Badass Crystals on
I
TikTok
want to
and
give you a call, but
You
I'll
can
call
also
you
find
because
them
I
in Dauphin
can't
Mountain in
why
Dauphin, PA. They are
in
badass.
the U.S.
Hey, you.
calling in Texas.
Yeah, you. Are you going to have some crochet made by hand stuff like Grammy used to do for you? Please check out You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy and TikTok. Vern can do what you need. She crochets hats, she crochets animals, everything, anything you may need. She also makes vinyl stickers, banners for your business. Anything that you might want that she can do, she can definitely do it for you. Want an I sticker? She's got you covered. Anything, and I mean anything that you may need. She has cheap and reasonable prices. Check her out. You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy and TikTok. Are you in the Ellensville or Middletown, New York area? Revamp your space with Collins Paint Ltd. Ugly walls?
Yeah,
Like
that's
Collins
that's
Paint
what you
Ltd.
need,
adds
Garrett.
flex color to your
But I'll
world.
call you because it doesn't cost you anything.
Owned and operated business. They can transform your space to whatever your heart desires. Say goodbye to the boring page and hello to possibilities of bright and vibrant colors. The Collins Painting team are a group of skilled professional painters who
That's
can turn
funny.
your vision into reality. Call Collins Paint Ltd. today to get a fast and easy quote. Available Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them at 845-869-8176.
Discover the natural path to wellness. at
Okay,
Tailored
that's perfect.
Herbs and Concentrates.
Herbs?
With a passion for holistic health, we are your trusted
You're home
source
alone, Kyle.
of herbs and concentrates.
Wait a minute. Did I have weed?
Our dedicated team is here to guide you on your wellness journey.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. If you have a YouTube, please go over and subscribe. We're at 123.
2941 Highway 11, Burnt Church, New Brunswick.
123.
If you need assistance anytime,
I need assistance. I need weed.
That's fine, Vern. Whatever it works for you. I won't do anything with it until tomorrow anyway.
Herbs and concentrates.
All the potheads go.
WTHC, we're back, but I got to talk for a second because Tailored Herbs and Concentrates is the shit, man. They give away free pre-rolls every day. All you have to do is listen to WTHC radio. If you're in that New Brunswick Burnt Church area, head on over to Tailored Herbs and Concentrates and tell them,
I need my booty hole bleached.
no,
Oh.
not today. Today, tell them Crazy Lori sent you. That's right. Just tell them Crazy Lori sent you, and they're going to give you a free pre-roll.
What up, yo? It's Muck Sticky, and I highly recommend you check out the Hippie and DoktorHigh show on Facebook and YouTube. Monday through
I
Friday,
hear the
12
booger underneath the
p.m.
phone.
Eastern, baby.
I love this song. Oh, you're on TV today. This is high. I don't have a background.
This girl I know, she's a master of deception. This girl I know won't directly answer questions. This girl I know, she's all over the place. She will tell you crazy lies while she's smiling in your face. When she is really happy, she's so fun to be around. But when she gets mad, just get right out of town. This girl is C-R-A-C-Y. I think I love her. Yeah, she's B-S-Y-C-H-O. But I think I love her. Yeah, she's B-A-N-A-N-A-S. But I think I love her. Yeah, she puts me through all kinds of stress. She's like Katy Perry, but ain't singing, ain't good looking. She's like Rachel Ray, but she ain't getting nothing cooking. She's like Oprah Winfrey, but she cannot handle business. She's like a church revival, but she cannot get a witness. If she had a leg up, said she already lifted up. If she was in the game, then she must have given up. This girl is C-R-A-C-Y. But I think I love her. Yeah, she's P-S-Y-C-H-O. But I think I love her. Yeah, she's B-A-N-A-N-A-S. But I think I lover. Yeah, she puts me through all kinds of stress. She's got a PhD, but she's working on a buzz. That's what it was. She's a few french fries short of a full Happy Meal. She's a little out of touch, thinking she's a big deal. Yeah, she's long, tall, built like a refrigerator. She could later because she see our
There's no chocolate.
I love her. Yeah, she's B-S-Y-C-H-O. But I think I love her. Yeah, she's B-A-N-A-S. But I think I love her. Yeah, she puts me through all kinds of stress.
No. That doesn't belong in there. Don't mix the two up. Good boy. Good boy.
Crazy wild. Yes, what's the H-O? B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
What is it doing?
Crazy psycho. This girl is crazy psycho bananas.
Now he's like, belong there.
WTHC, we're back. That was our buddy Muck Sticky with Crazy Psycho Bananas. That's Lori's song. That's why I played it.
I love that song.
Oh, me too. I really wanted.
There's such a great energy. It's so, the timing is perfect. You know what I mean? It's just a great song.
Perfect because I have one of them Crazy Psycho Bananas in the other room out there. She's C-R-A-Z-Y. I think I love her.
I think I love her.
That's what it says. I think I love her.
Lori didn't have to respond. She hit us up in the chat with no words. Lori's speechless.
She's speechless. Oh! We could do the freaking weather here. That would be fun because there's a lot of us here, so everybody could put their weather in and where they are, and then I could say it. That would be always.
Well, I can tell you in Montreal, it rained a little bit this morning. But just as I was getting home, the sun decided to blossom.
Oh,
so it's bright and sunny, and we're going to hit a high of about 15 degrees Celsius, which I think comes in someplace in the low 60s today. Yeah. So, good morning, Corinne.
How are you? We were going to do it. Relax, everybody.
The photo of the product we were analyzing yesterday had totally different terpene profile, different THC level, and THCA. Did you send that to me, Corinne, or to the hippie?
Not to me. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Kyle Robinson, if you want to be up here, you have to find the other WTHC, I guess, and become friends with it because I can't request you right now. I tried looking for you. So either that or we'll work on it today and we'll get you in tomorrow, but that's your things.
Oh, okay. So that went to you. Well, Corinne sent one to you.
All right. Well,
that's why I didn't see it.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, that was the one.
Corinne says it has a totally different terpene profile, different THC level, and THCA. Also sent you a photo of the jar. So you're talking about the banana, was it Banana Kush? Banana Punch. Banana Punch, that's what you were talking about. And so none of the information on the packaging or on the label was the same as what Leafly presents it to be, correct? That's if I'm understanding what you're saying. Well, it's the first time for everything, Kyle. The hippie loves to take people's virginity. Likes to pop the cherry, so we'll get you up here and you can pop yours.
Yes, whatever he says.
Sunny, 72 and windy here in southern New Mexico. How's it going today, Stoner Talk? Sounds good.
Stoner Talk. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you, Travis. Everybody make sure you're out there downloading Stoner Talk now. Get it. I want it now, Daddy.
Bleak and rainy in Tampa. But at least it's warm, I would imagine. What's up, Marisha? What are you doing? Looking outside, little boy? It's broken. What's broken? The weather? You know, I seen something on TV today. They were talking about the annual budget for the city of Montreal, and they've discovered that they're going to exceed their budget by the end of the year, so they had to do some cutbacks. And they're talking about, you know, the things that they need to plan for, and they're talking about plans for climate change. That the city has to include money in the budget to contend with climate change. It's funny how they've figured out how to use that.
I can't seem to find Corinne's
Image?
picture. Yeah, can she send it to you? Because I can't.
Messenger, absolutely.
I don't have it on my computer. I only have one Facebook up on my computer, and that's my main one.
Messenger, easy. What's up, Loki? There he is, hiding in the background over my shoulder. Come here, buddy. Come here, Loki boy. Stoner Talk in the Facebook chat. Lori says Stoner Talk is broken. I don't know what she means. Oh. Huh. WTHC Radio Army. I sent it to. I've been trying to reach you, but I can't get through. You can't reach me, Corinne, on Facebook.
I don't know.
At David Johnson.
I don't know.
No.
How I find DoktorHigh on Facebook. I think you just have to click on his little thing over there and it'll take you there. Why is it so quiet? Damn it. There's DoktorHigh on Facebook.
Just search for that, Kyle. But if you're looking for me, I monitor this much more frequently because when I set up my Facebook, I didn't set it up as DoktorHigh. It's set up in my own personal name. The business side is DoktorHigh. So it's just confusing. Huh. Hold on. Let's see if I can find you, Corinne.
I am getting high. I'm sorry. I put my pen down now. Anyway, all right, let me look stories up. We can have some stories, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course you do.
I
If
don't
we
know.
can't figure out how to get Kyle up, that's my profile, Garrett. How the fuck did you find that? I don't even know how to find my own.
All right, here we go. True Leave donates $500,000 to Florida's marijuana legalization ballot initiative.
Nice.
True Leave Cannabis Corporation has injected an additional $500,000 into Florida's ballot initiative that seeks to legalize recreational marijuana, elevating its total donations to a staggering $39.55 million in a recent financial report reveals. This new financial contribution underscores True Leave's dominant financial position in supporting the initiative, having contributed all but $124,000 to the political committee tasked with propelling the industry-backed campaigns. Sorry. That's pretty much it on that story.
Huh. Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they're spending a bit of money to try and influence the outcome of the political process, to open it up so that they can sell more cannabis in that state, right? Because for them, because they're multi-state operators, they're already poised to enter into any market very quickly before, let's say, somebody who's in that state has the opportunity to get a new business up and running. It's easier for them to move into that new market. It's easier for them to get through the licensing process because of their history. So while they are investing the money in influencing the outcome, they know as soon as that outcome is favorable and legalization occurs, they have an opportunity to make more money. So for me, it's just, it's like a marketing budget, right? It's money you spend hoping that you'll gain a good return from that investment. So yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I bet Florida is. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to make it as tough as they can. The one thing is that in the political process, politicians get elected because they have money to campaign, to take out ads, to be more visible than their opponents, perhaps. So it has a lot to do with the money. And that money flows to them from big companies.
Corinne tells me to tell you that she's on the CJ Gargano
on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah.
Okay.
Kyle,
I look for Corinne.
I'm sorry, Kyle. If you'd like, you can step away and watch something else, buddy. You don't have to tell us it sucks. That's fucked up.
What sucks?
He's mad that he can't get on, and he's like, "This sucks." But I made it sound like he's talking about our show, so now he's all flustered.
Oh.
Now he's all flustered over there trying to type really fast that he didn't mean our show. It's funny. It's funny.
There, Corinne. I just sent you a message on Facebook. So
Yeah,
you should be able to connect now.
All right, I got a show for you. Let's watch a movie. That's the wrong.
Well, you can get in, Kyle. You just need to send Tidy Tie.
Tie-dye tea, I think.
Tie-dye tea. I don't know why I pronounced it differently, but
TYEDYE_TEE. What's up with their volume, man? It ain't working.
I don't know. Are we getting a new apartment in Brooklyn?
Oh, here it is.
Licenses for medical marijuana are facing a legal battle. It's delaying disbursement of medical cannabis in the state.
Yeah, the Alabama Medical Cannabis Coalition has heard the pleas from patients who suffer with pain, and they're asking the governor to call a special session instead of waiting months for the legislative session. But that's further delaying the process for those with qualifying medical conditions. News 19's Archie Snowden shares more.
Andrea Hoffmeyer says that she experiences neuropathic pain that can't be treated with traditional drugs.
You can take handfuls of gabapentin and it won't go away. Medical marijuana has been shown to alleviate neuropathic pain.
But pain patients like Andrea still cannot get medical marijuana that could relieve the pain in the state of Alabama. In August, the State Medical Cannabis Commission awarded 21 licenses for medical marijuana cultivation and distribution. A few days later, the commission halted the process after finding, as the commission put it, potential inconsistencies in the tabulation and scoring in the application process. Shortly after, some vendors seeking licenses, like Mountaintop Dispensary in Scottsboro, have filed lawsuits. The private group Alabama Cannabis Coalition is calling on Governor Ivey to amend legislation that could open up free markets and get the ball rolling so that hemp growers and suppliers like Mountaintop can potentially save the lives of people in Alabama who are suffering with pain.
So you've got a lot of terminally ill patients that are having to go across state lines and get things black market and illegally just to be able to survive or just to be able to ease their condition.
Most of the citizens are upset with the businesses.
Hey, Kay, how are you? Thanks for stopping in.
But it's not the businesses that they need to be upset with. They need to be upset with the legislature.
John Dietz says that most of his customers are
welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
In search of relief.
The longer that they wait to rework this or work this out. You've got people that are sick, currently needing medicine, and you've got people dying that need care.
In Scottsboro, Archie Snowden, News 19.
The Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission voted in September to impose a stay on the issuance of licenses that were awarded in August. That stay is in effect at least until the opening of the state's legislative session in February.
Wow, all that money these guys got tied up.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
That's crazy. What's going on with my install?
I don't know.
Welcome in, Carrie. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. So what did you want to say about that? I think I can find Kyle now. Let me see if I can find Kyle. We'll talk about
these poor businesses, right, who've gone through the process. You know, they've paid lawyers most likely to get the paperwork right. They filed, they've been approved. The government said they were good to go. So they've got money in the game already. I mean, none of this happens without serious money, right? Even the legal fees alone and that just to get through the process. And then they've probably already designed a facility. And now they have to wait until February. So they're going to have to run 8 months with no potential revenue simply because of the fact that somebody's changed their mind in the government. You know, that's not cool at all. Seed Squatch, how are you? We played your video earlier, and I have to tell you, my friend,
Seed Squatch,
awesome,
how are you?
awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, I recognized the song, and I said to the hippie, I'm like, I've heard that before, and that's because he plays you regular on WTHC. But yeah, with the video, it's phenomenal. Great work.
The video is
nice
awesome.
garden.
I was saying.
I look forward and hope to meet you at some point. I'd love to talk about what you're doing out there.
Hold on, I'm still. Are you available, Seed Squatch? I don't know if he's here because he's available. If he's available, I will pull him and Kyle up, and we can just hang out, the four of us.
Well, we could. What are you crying for, buddy? Oh, thanks for the great music.
Nope, still not finding Kyle.
No.
I might have to go and accept him. Oh yeah, Seed Squatch, man. I played you like twice already this morning. I played your video here during this show. I'm afraid to play the Halloween one because of the women and children. But you guys can go and check it out if you want.
It's scary like that.
Oh, it's awesome. Look them up. It's spelled just the way it sounds. SEED Squatch right there. Look them up.
Nice.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Well, Corinne, if you don't feel comfortable sending information through Facebook, if you go back through today's chat, I put my email address in there for Vern to send me some images. You can simply send it directly to that email, and we can avoid this. We can avoid Facebook Messenger or whatever it is you're not comfortable with. So it's okay with me.
Talk, DoktorHigh.
Talk. Well, here
I'm working over here. I'm working.
Lori's a troublemaker. What kind of trouble are you making, Lori? Oh, you got in trouble again. You know, you got to love a girl who's willing to go to jail for you.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I do. I love
a stand up lady.
I love Lori. She's awesome. Let's play. I'm gonna play a new song. One of the new ones that we released, that Seed Squash has released to my abilities to play. This one is called the HD. Oh shit, HD. Conspiracy theory.
Oh, there you go.
I was having a brain fart.
That was a THC glitch.
HD conspiracy theory.
You know what we need to have, right? We need to have a warning flash on the screen whenever we see the negative consequences of cannabis use.
Yes,
he does suffer those consequences. From
I do.
Time.
You gotta have like a button over there that like.
That's right. Hit the warning sign. So C Squad says he's good to come up for it and hang for a little bit. So that'll be cool.
Awesome.
Play a song.
Yeah,
and,
let's play his song, and I will.
And then send him an invite.
Let me see if we are friends. Well, he's on YouTube here. Let me see if I can. Let me get a song going first. This is like I said, HD Conspiracy Theory by Seed Squatch, who also happens to be a grower and a shower.
Super blues.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put her feet back together again. Yeah, all the king's horses and all of his men couldn't put her.
We'll work on it today, Kyle, buddy, and I'll get you up tomorrow. All right, pal? You're off tomorrow, you said too, right?
Why did it have to be this way? You know he was my friend, yeah. People came from miles away just to stay there. So
Seed Squatch, I sent you the invite the same way as yesterday.
King's horses and all of his men couldn't put up the back together again. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm already prepared. Thank you. Marcus. Not Garrett again.
Now we're going to be on the countdown.
Some people say, you know, I think why did it have to be this way?
You gotta let me know in advance. You can't let me know now in 10 minutes from now. Garrett.
Nice. Don't give me an option. Nice.
I appreciate that, Tom. Big shout out to my friend Tom for reminding me that it's 4:20 right now. Thank you, Tom Luke. Thank you.
Hey, Smith Jr., a.k.a. Billy Blaze, a.k.a. 420 Kid of the Holistic Cloud. R.I.P. to my man Derek Crow. I want to give a shout out to Calligraphy. My little homie.
Yeah,
man,
tonight at
Noriega,
11:59.
Just, Rossi,
Oh, I'm dying to hear it, man.
Smoke them if you got them.
I'll be debuting it myself tomorrow morning at 8:00.
Well, you'll know I'll be there for that one.
The first song I'll be playing tomorrow morning.
That down's awesome, so I'm looking forward to hearing this new one.
Sir, smoke a lot. Doctor said I need a backiotomy. Prescribe me huckleberry and lemon cherry gelato, G. I take it back to rolling in the Optimo, blowing smoke out my nose, dropping ashes on my clothes till I doze off. I'm so fried, no lie. Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down, you so high. Cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd, pass it around and let you hit that shit. We is all I need. We is all I breathe. Don't leave. Nothing on my belief. I'm in love with this shit.
Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Roll that shit,
roll that shit,
burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, turn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, turn it. Roll that shit, lick that shit, turn it.
I'll work it out after. I told you, Kyle. Relax, buddy. By the looks of it, Heathwatch sucks at it too.
Hey, you know what? We all had a first time, Kyle, and you're talking to two guys who are not technically savvy. We'll figure it out. You'll be able to figure it out.
My medication, kid to a kill shot. The strings in hand, the stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane, a reservation. Yeah, the 23, raise their hands and liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand up, provide the right education. Show love, holistic vibe, politics throughout the nation. Making us stop debating Billy Blunt stats, break the taste of weed.
Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed, smoke that weed.
Yeah.
Weed is all I breathe. Broke down lead, broke down lead.
You ain't getting it from here, buckaroo. I got 5. I don't even have 5 fingers. I only got 4.
Roll that shit, lick
A
that
5-finger investment, eh?
shit, lick that shit.
Is that like a 5-finger discount?
Lick that shit, burn it. Roll that shit, 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 lick that shit, burn it.
WTHC. That was our friend's Calligraphy with the song THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, and burn it. That's what I'm always saying. Smoke weed every day. That's what I'm talking about. They're on their way to like Missouri or something like that, or St. Martin or something. I don't know. They're going to do another show out. It's called Redneck something or other. Rave or something. I don't know. So I'm not very good with that stuff.
I know. I'm just reading. I'm reading here in the. Did you get Seed Squatch up?
I've asked him numerous times. He does not want to come up by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. I thought he said earlier that he had.
Well, I mean, I sent him the invite like I did yesterday twice. If
okay.
he has bad Wi-Fi, he might be having,
that could be the problem. That's for sure.
He might be having an issue right now and freaking the freak out. But that's okay. It's all right. I feel as though my man needs a full show because he's got a lot to talk about.
That works well.
I don't want to, bring him up for 20 minutes.
No, and once I get into conversation with him about the farm.
Oh, I know.
It's
going
to be.
This is when I was excited when I didn't even know. Like, all I know is one day I was a fangirling over in Muck Sticky's Instagram, and I was in there, and I I said, "Hi, Muck, I love you." And he wrote, "Oh, WTHC Radio. You should follow this guy." And I said, "Which guy?" Because there was two of them in the room. And he said, "Actually, follow them both. They both put out tunes, and grab them up." And so I picked up Seed Squatch and D-Flow.
Oh, nice.
And Seed Squatch and I have been in contact since, and D-Flow I haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
So D-Flow is.
So what do we know about Muck's new song?
We know that it is badass, I'm sure. I heard Silent Bob sings in it as well. That's going to be amazing.
Nice.
Yep.
Do we know the title of the song?
I don't personally.
No.
I probably heard it, but I hear a lot of stuff and I can't remember a lot of stuff. So
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
I'm sure Nick, if he's still there, might have an idea of the names.
Well, he may not be disclosing it either. That might be,
maybe why I don't remember what the name is. It's very good possibility. But all I know is Jay and Silent, the new one, Nicholas, the new one.
Right.
Dork. Which song? Oh.
Yeah, I sent you a friend request, Corinne, so you should be able to access.
Oh, the new song is called Beat. Kick the Beat. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Nicholas.
I'm looking forward to hearing that tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I will be playing it. You can pre-save it now, says Alrisha. I don't know what that means, but she knows stuff about computers. She works on one every day.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means, but go do it. Pre-save it now. What I really want everybody to do is I shared it out to a whole shitload of groups. Please put it up in your story, share it out, let everybody know that this is big, man. Silent Bob and Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, that's a Jay and it's a Discord thing. Oh, okay. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's like this is pretty freaking cool, man, that they're working together. I'm pretty freaking excited, yeah. Oh, I think Nick just accidentally put it out there. Everybody pick it up. Grab it quick before he deletes that message. He accidentally put the link up there.
So I got your email.
Yeah, see, Silent Bob was there, but you just can't hear him.
Yeah.
He's on the song though.
He'll be in the video.
Oh, I hope so. That'll be great.
Yeah. I like Muck's videos.
Muck's videos are awesome, man.
Yeah. You'd be perfect at one of them, actually. I could really see you in a Muck Sticky video. You know what I mean?
I've been practicing my lip syncing on a couple of his songs, but they've already made videos, so I have to practice for the ones that he hasn't made videos yet for,
or that he hasn't even written yet.
Yeah, in the future.
That's right. So let's go to where we were yesterday with Corinne.
Pre-save. He says, "Fuck pre-save."
And the banana punch. So, according to Leafly,
yeah, this is pretty traumatizing. I want to hear this because this is breaking news. Because really and truthfully, this is dishonesty at its finest.
Well, there's something that doesn't fit the profile. And if I'm going to lay my eggs into a basket as far as authentic information is concerned on a cannabis strain, Leafly is going to be it. You know what I mean? They've been doing this a long time. They're very professional about it. I'm sure that new breeders and new strains that come out, those breeders want their strains profiled on Leafly. So I wouldn't be surprised if the actual genetics guys and the guys who create the strains are providing information, you know what I mean, to them, and then going from there, right? So if I remember correctly, yesterday, Purple Punch had about 19% THC, about 0.5% or 1%, sorry, of CBG. And then the three main terpenes were limonene, caryophyllene, and myrcene. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty spot on there for a
Yeah,
stoner.
that's what I remember. Well,
yeah, I think it was 23 on the other side where you read it or whatever on Leafly or whatever.
23.
Yeah, I think that once that was what it said on her jar, right?
Yeah. So this is what it
And
actually says.
then when you looked it up, I thought it said 23 somewhere, and there was a discrepancy in that number yesterday.
Oh,
wasn't there?
yeah, between what Corinne was giving us and what Leafly said
on that
the
purple
average
punch.
would be, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, it's cannabis, right? So, there are things you can do with your plants to enhance THC, and then there's mistakes you can make that will detract from your final THC numbers, right? So, there's always room for variation, but this variation is quite substantial. So, this sample of banana punch, which was packaged June 21st. And
July, August, September, October. First mistake there, young lady.
5
Too
months.
old. Too old. You tell them to take that and give it to the hippie for free.
Yeah,
that's too old for you.
But if they're using nitrogen in their packaging, then there's not so much destabilization.
Is it one of the ones with the cans that you peel the top off of?
No, it doesn't appear to be. But
and they ain't using nitrogen.
Well, they can still use it technically because when the nitrogen goes into the can, it's actually liquid. So it drops, and like mercury, when you see mercury as a liquid on a tabletop, how it stays a bead
and rolls around. Yeah.
Well, the nitrogen does the same thing. So when it initially shoots into the can, it goes in like a bead of water almost.
Liquid.
Yeah, liquid. And then the can gets sealed, and as that bead...
Is that why they call it liquid nitrogen?
Yeah, because it comes a gas, right? It has to be like the nitrogen tanks are frosted, right? The valves, there's a coating.
Yeah, even the trucks on the highway, when you see them going down the highway, their valves are all frosty. There's like snowflakes coming off.
Yeah, they get all frosted up like that, right?
Yeah.
So, what happens is at room temperature, nitrogen is a gas. I mean, it's in our atmosphere. We breathe it, right? But at room temperature, it's in gas form. So it goes in as a liquid. And before that liquid has completely transformed into gas form, the can is sealed. So it does its transformation inside. And what it does is it displaces the oxygen. So the oxygen is removed from the environment, becomes oxygen free. And that's what gives that freshness, that extended freshness to the product inside the cannabis itself. So if they have a proper sealing machine, they can still use nitrogen on a different type of tin.
Oh, our guest is here.
Yeah, what we did, it was more like a tuna can, right, with a pull ring tab. So,
all right. Okay. So go ahead with CJ. I'm going to bring up Seed Squatch.
So here, what Corinne has purchased,
Seed Squatch,
actually is running.
We'll be right with you, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, it's running at 25.35% THC total. 25% of that, 25.12% is THCA. So it hasn't converted yet. But that really exceeds the banana punch parameters that are closer to 19 normally, and it exceeds it substantially by 6%. CBG is just about right because the combination between CBG and CBGA is at 0.77%. So that fits quite well with what Purple Punch is purported to be in that range. That close to 1% CBG. But it's the terpenes here that are off, right? Limonene is still the dominant terpene here, but the following two are alpha and beta pinene. So those don't match with the Purple Punch strain. Purple Punch is caryophyllene, limonene dominant, beta-carotene, second most prominent, and then myrcene as the third.
Can I interrupt you, Dr. High, for a second?
Yep.
If I remember correctly now, I was pretty high last night, but I think that this young man down here has grown his own purple punch
okay.
for quite some time, haven't you, sir?
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I got a hold of a Purple Punch 2.0 male that I got to select from 2 males. And I picked the one for its obvious reasons, its smell and its structure, and used that male to pollinate 44 different exotic females that were being grown in either indoor and outdoor conditions. They've been grown in both. So they're like tested females, not hermaphrodites. And yeah, so I got 44 punch crosses, and we've been hunting through those for the last 4 years. Full Moon Farms is growing the forbidden fruit times purple punch that I made. They call it frozen grapes. So that's on the legal market, and they're actually harvesting the rest of it right now.
Right, Nick? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Nick was over there in the chat.
Awesome.
All right, I don't want to get off of Corinne because I want to make sure we take care of her and her situation.
Yep.
But yeah, I definitely listen, Seed Squatch. I am so glad you're here. I definitely want to talk to you. We got about 25 minutes left in this show, but I want to have you back for a full show. You don't deserve 25 minutes. You deserve a full show, and
I think you and I would have lots to chat about because.
Yeah, and I think you and Dr. High would have lots to chat about, and I would have a lot to drool about.
Well, I tell you, if your video was filmed in your own garden, you got it going on, my friend. It looked beautiful.
I don't know. I just said that.
Yeah, some of those plants were here on the property, and some were at the neighbors.
Okay. Nice. Great neighbors you got. I love it.
Oh, yeah. That's Humboldt for you.
That's right. Yeah, so... Corinne, what I would tend to think is that they've, it's very difficult, right, to track genetics like that. And it's so easy for somebody to say that this cannabis strain is whatever. People just throw the names around a lot of times. It's the serious people that track this stuff, but a lot of commercial grows, they're trying to capitalize on strain names and not necessarily providing the strain that's actually on the packaging, right? So, because there's such a difference in terpene profile, I have to say that what you bought is most likely not really Purple Punch. It would be a different strain being sold under the name of Purple Punch. So at some point, something was missed, but
fraud!
Terpenes are completely off on that. And the THC percentages. CBG was the only thing that was in line with Purple Punch. So I would have to say it probably wasn't.
Dr. High.
Yeah.
Well, we have you here. I picked up a new package yesterday. I'd like to get your opinion on it really quick, and then we'll talk to Seed Squatch.
Well, I'd like Seed Squatch's opinion too.
Oh, I'd love his opinion as well. Yeah, I gotta take my glasses off so I can see. All right, so it says THC Delta 9 6.83 something like that. 0 CBD. THCA 13.7, and then a whole bunch of other like CBCA, CBNA, CBGA.
All zeros?
No, all with a little bit. 0.21, 0.3, 0.14, 0.13.
That's an interesting strain with you're finding all that.
And then over here in the terpenes, it's low in myrcene. It's low in terps, I think, like 1.39 terps total. It's got
spectacular.
0.40 of cerulophyllene.
Carotene?
Yep, that one. It's got another one that starts with a limonene, I think it is.
Okay.
It's 0.36. And then myrcene is 0.31.
Nice.
I can't read the rest of them. The other ones are there's 3 more. Linalool.
Linalool.
0.14. Something.
Humulene.
Yeah, 0.12. Alpha something.
Alpha pinene.
Yeah, 0.02. And the same thing with pinene.
You know, they're doing a very sophisticated testing if they're pulling out that sort of thing, because most companies only test the top 3. So that's one thing I'd like to know, Seed Spot, is what kind of testing do you do on your product? Do you test it for terpenes and things like that, your own personal cultivation, or is that more likely to be done before a facility or a cultivator that is going to put it into the marketplace?
Hi, Sean.
Or they decide to take the genetic, or how you doing, Sean?
I think he's showing us something.
Yes. Doesn't look like weed.
Looked like cocaine.
No.
I love the smell of that.
No, just a bunch of crosses. Just
Uh-huh.
little examples of stuff.
Okay. So you actually have your own line of seeds.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Give me some,
actually,
you should give me some so I can give them away for free.
when we were,
I was going to.
while we were playing your song, I was looking at your store and your profile on Facebook, and then I hopped into your merch store. So you got a lot of cool stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
We were talking. So did you hear his question? Do you what about your testing? Do you test? I don't know.
Do you engage in testing of your own crops for terpenes and things of that nature, or?
You know, I can't really afford to do the testing, but I have companies that are growing my genetics. They do all their testing.
That's
so
yeah. That was the second part of my question. I was wondering whether you did it yourself or whether the information about the specific of your strain was coming out through the cultivators that were actually putting your product into market, right? So
Full Moon Farms shouts me out all the time, gives me credit for my work.
Shout out to Full Moon Farms. Woo, woo.
Yeah, they're right here. They're located right here in Humboldt, and they love my Forbidden Punch cross.
Okay.
It's Forbidden Fruit times Purple Punch. It's an F1 hybrid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've still got a few seeds of it left. We're going to be F2 in it and further in the line of it because it's really good.
Nice.
It tastes like grapes and like mandarin oranges all the way through. It just tastes amazing. Way better. I'm not a big fan of Purple Punch by itself. I think it's a bit harsh when you get halfway through a joint. It's not the best, but it's a great breeder strain. So if you can, pair it up with the right females, which is what we did,
right?
I'll have to find my list. I don't have it on hand right now. My place is kind of a wreck, but I have a list of all.
You weren't prepared to be here today, and we appreciate you coming.
I could shout out right here a few crosses we got. It's a 9-pound Alpha Dog times Purple Punch. That's one of the crosses. Platinum Yeti times Purple Punch.
Whoa, Yeti.
King's Kush times Purple Punch.
King's Kush.
Locomotion times Purple Punch. Let's see. GMO times Purple Punch. Basically, Symbiotic put out a GMO times Purple Punch. They call it modified grapes. However, about the same time they were putting theirs out at the Emerald Cup, I was at the Emerald Cup with my cross of the same thing. And so And so a few people got, it sold out there. Symbiotic seeds, the modified grapes sold out. It's being grown quite a bit now here on the West Coast. It should be making its way to you guys right about now.
And it takes so long sometimes to get that across the country.
He's up in Canada. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's it takes a minute. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then let's see here. Strawberry banana from Crockett DNA times Purple Punch. Ice cream cake from Seed Junkie times Purple Punch.
Nice.
Red Diesel. This was our stable diesel that we had for years until we lost it. Unfortunately, we lost a cut of it.
Okay.
But this right here was what everybody from New York wanted. They would turn down sour diesel to grab our red diesel.
Nice.
And so this was a Red Diesel times Purple Punch cross. And in this pack right here, I guarantee you're going to find something that's unique and not like either one, but amazing. Because a couple of years back we grew some, and I swear if I'd have put it in a cup, it would have won. It would have placed. So we're going to be hunting this line right here, the Red Diesel times Purple Punch. I'm going to be hunting some more of these this upcoming year because that's a really fire one. And then Purple Unicorn times Purple Punch. If you really want some purple weed with some wild terps, that's gonna be it right there. I think the Purple Unicorn came from like Bodhi seeds or something like that. And then the Garberville Girl Scout cookie from way back. It's one of the first Girl Scout cookie cuts from back in the day that was found in Garberville for many years. And so they call it the Garberville GSC. And I got that cross with Purple Punch. And there's a bunch of others. Like I said, I made like 44 crosses. Some of them sold out.
I'm just in awe.
And also, I did the same time I did that project, I did a wedding cake line as well, using most of the same females. Instead of 44, I had 34 females for this project. And I used a Seed Junkie wedding cake BX1 male. And everything that's coming out of that is just off the hook.
What's being harvested currently now? What's being harvested right here?
Let's see. I've been harvesting candied runts.
Candied runts. Nice. With the Purple Punch by any chance?
I grew one plant this year of the Forbidden Fruit times Punch. And the rain came early and I had a little bit of insect damage, so I had to pull it just a bit early. It really sucked. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just the way it goes, you know what I mean? Like a Full Moon Farms, theirs got to finish. I saw theirs, and they actually got to see theirs through to the end. So I can't wait to test out what they got going on, because they're in a little drier condition. It's a little hotter where they're at, where their farm's at.
Okay.
There's a lot of fog here this time of year, a lot of rain, mist. So it's not the best for certain strains. I don't typically grow that strain here.
Hello, Michelle Henderson. Hi, how are you? Welcome in.
Yeah, it's dangerous towards the end when the weather gets wet. It adds a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, cookie strains do real well here. The wedding cake did excellent. My wedding cake crosses do excellent here.
I got a question, sir.
Can
I interrupt?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to know, like, you're up in the Pacific Northwest, right? So is that a climate that would be similar to mine?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Like, so do you have
Where
any?
are you at?
I'm up in Poconos. I'm a lot colder, probably. It's a mountain area. But I want to make sure I have a good seed for the season. And it's a shorter, colder season, and I was wondering if you had something that grows in a shorter, colder season, compared to. Good question, DoktorHigh, or no? Am I making an ass out of myself?
Yeah, when it comes to cannabis, right, it's both latitudes, eh? And different strains perform better at certain latitudes than others, which means that different weather conditions and that. And you really have to be strain selecting for where you live more so than for your desired strain, right? Because some strains won't perform well.
And do you only do seeds, or do you do clones as well?
I do clones as well. I grow from clone and seed. I mess around each year. I grow a few seeds out. You know what I mean?
Do you sell clones? Is what I mean.
No, I don't sell.
No, okay.
No, but you know, if you were around here, I could probably get you a cut.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be making my way over there.
Hey, let me tell you, that's a place you'd never forget going. It's down in Humboldt County. I mean, it's incredible, right?
You've been, DoktorHigh? You've been to Humboldt?
I haven't been. I know people who've been down in that area. I know people who've gone down to trim and help with harvests and things like that. And I've watched a lot of video from there, and I'll tell you, but I'm not allowed in the U.S. So.
Oh, right. But before that you were. But before that you were.
There you go.
So how big is your garden? Can we call it?
There it is. You got all the space you need.
Is that all the?
No, well, I'm not near
there?
the plants right now. Our garden's pretty small. You know, we're only allowed to have 6 plants here on the property.
Right.
So
that's what I was wondering.
But
yeah, but they're not restricted in size.
But I have 6 huge
Oh.
plants this year. They probably had 3 pounds each on them. You know.
Yeah. And that gets you through the year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was telling DoktorHigh about your problem. We figured it out to be 2 ounces a week,
which isn't serious.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean that.
Nah, because I mean,
well, if you see those gorilla fingers he's smoking on, they look like mine.
That's the grower's choice, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. When you're the cultivator, you're smoking some of the finest. Those are nice.
I can't wait to talk to you about this.
You were saying that you're
the tobacco.
Your own tobacco, to make for your own blunt.
Yeah,
perhaps.
this is called Connecticut Shade Leaf. It's a Cuban blend of genetics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what you see. It's what you see fine cigars wrapped with. 90% of the time, you'll see it wrapped with a Connecticut Shade Leaf.
Nice.
And so this is a much better quality than, say, a Backwoods, which is a Connecticut broadleaf. It's a thicker leaf, more nicotine, grown full sun. They call it shade leaf because I actually grew this under a shade cloth. It was a white, thin cloth, you know?
Yep.
So it gets good bright light, but not direct sun.
Yes.
And that way the leaves come out real thin.
Ah.
And then hardly any nicotine, and you can taste the weed better.
Yeah,
You
and
know
that's
what
what it's about, right?
Literally, it's the best tobacco on the planet, in my opinion. Like, I've smoked all kinds of stuff, and like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke these. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, there's a lot of people that swear that cannabis experience is enhanced with the addition of a little bit of tobacco for some reason. Like,
Is that what they call Fanta?
To tobacco, but it
is that like Fanta or Fanto or whatever it's called?
I don't know what that is.
The Fronto leaves. No, this is much better quality than the Fronto leaves. They are like,
yeah, but is
that's
that
like
like
the low
adding?
end.
Is that like adding tobacco to it though? Fronto, is that the same? Like, I know people who
It's
do
a type
that
of
here.
tobacco leaf. They call it a Fronto leaf for whatever reason. I think what it is, it's a Connecticut broadleaf, I believe.
I don't know. My son has.
But then they ferment it and add different
friends
flavors
that
to
have
it. That's where it
turned him on
gets.
to that.
Right.
You know, their process is what makes it so deadly. You know, the way they ferment things and add things to it while they're fermenting is why they're so toxic. I had to quit smoking backwoods because I noticed it was affecting my voice and my health. Like, I wasn't feeling good. I'd wake up in the morning after smoking those and I'd be like parched, so super dry.
Right.
And I was like, it's got to be the tobacco I'm smoking.
Well, it can't
and
be
as
the
soon as I
weed.
started smoking these, it went away. Like, I don't wake up with cotton mouth. I don't have a harsh hurt. My throat doesn't hurt. It's just amazing. So
nice.
I highly recommend it.
Nice.
And I got seeds. I got millions of tobacco seeds. Millions.
Huh.
Is your stuff available on your website? Like your novelty seeds and stuff, or
no, you can get it from me direct though.
So, like, if anybody,
hit me up.
what would can I ask? What do your novelty seeds go for?
Because here's the thing. I was getting dinged on Instagram for even promoting our seeds. I was getting warnings. You're gonna get kicked off here. It was like, dude, everybody's doing it, but they don't like Seed Squatch on Instagram. They don't like it for whatever reason. I don't know. You know, they probably saw the gun in the Legend of the Squatch.
Maybe,
This
yeah.
guy's crazy. He's got guns. They're trying to kill a Squatch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the other one, if you put that Halloween one up. Woo.
That's it.
It's a BB gun, for heaven's sakes. It's not even a real high-powered pistol you're looking at. It's a BB gun.
Oh, thank goodness. That poor little girl. I was like,
Thank goodness.
I had nightmares. I had nightmares last night from that video.
So, Nick in the chat, I'm just trying to figure this out because we were talking about the cannabis experience being enhanced with the addition of a small amount of tobacco. And then Nick said 13 to 17% when mixed with tobacco, but I don't quite understand that increases the delivery of cannabinoids by 13 to 17%, or is that what you're saying? Just trying to understand that. So you're growing indoor and outdoor seed squash?
You can
No, I'm just growing outdoor.
You're just
and,
doing
the
outdoor?
season's winding down. I got a few plants that I pollinated with a choice male I picked out this year. So I'm making a few more crosses. Very few seeds, just a handful of seeds each one.
So,
and because I'm still like hunting these line of crosses from the punch line I made and the wedding cake. All that stuff's still getting hunted. You know what I mean? I made so many crosses, I couldn't get to them all.
Yeah,
I can't get to them all. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It takes a long time to hunt. That's for sure. It's not a simple process. It can take you a year to get it.
People ask me why I did it, and the reason why I even did it is because, well, I had access to it. I mean, I couldn't afford these cuts. Like some of the cuts, like the jungle cake, I got jungle cake times wedding cake. I got jungle cake times purple punch. That jungle cake cut was $50,000 when it first came out.
Wow.
A cut, one female.
Wow.
And then the second year they dropped it where it was $10,000 a cut. So by the time I got it, the guy that gave it to me, he paid $10,000 a cut for 2 cuts. He waited about 2-3 months. He gave me a couple of cuts off of those cuts for free. You know what I mean? So a lot of the genetics I'm running are like just insane, big money genetics from places out here that you wouldn't even imagine, like that I could get my hands on this stuff. But that the guy that had all these genetics, he didn't really know what he was doing. He was like, dude, I want to breed, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, well, then get me the genetics, and
I got more money than God, but I don't understand how to spend it right.
Well, I taught him how to do it, and now they're doing great. Look at genetic evolution. Now everything he learned from what I told him about breeding. You know what I mean? Now he's going off and he's doing his own thing.
Right.
And it's great. You know what I mean? They're doing good. You can get clones from those guys. Anybody want to get clones from genetic evolution?
Genetic evolution. Garrett, write that in the chat.
I mean, it's important.
Shout them out.
And the more that cannabis is
Full Moon Farms. Full Moon Farms. Shout them out.
Beyond the recreational potential.
What's that?
I'm just saying that, it's important that guys continue to experiment and breed and develop new strains, because there's such a diversity in the effects that they have on people, especially in the medicinal side, right? So it's important that they have access to a lot of different things, so they can find not just one strain that works for them, not just 2, but maybe multiple strains. And the guys, when they start looking at how to, develop the different cannabinoids within the plant to bring up the CBS, CBG, CBC, to terpenes, and try and hit that 3.5%, because the terpenes where a lot of the magic happens in cannabis, right? So, it's great to see breeders out there doing these things.
Also, I sourced out a CBD cut for this project as well, because I didn't want to leave that line of stuff out.
Right.
And actually, I sourced a cut of CBD it's called Harley Tsunami. It was a 20-to-1 ratio, 20% CBD, 1% THC. That got crossed with the purple punch and wedding cake. So I have those 2 as well. If you're like into CBD high stuff, you're gonna find some really cool stuff in there.
Well,
is that what I just
basically
did?
My girlfriend makes that. Grace, my girlfriend, she's a actual owner of Sea Squatch. She makes salve every year from one of those crosses, either the purple punch times tsunami times punch, or the tsunami times wedding cake. Either one, she's making salve, and dude, I'm telling you, like, you could damn near break a leg and rub that stuff on it, and the pain would go away. It's that good. I almost broke my leg one day. I had a big knot on my leg. I hit it, just dinged it. And I put that salve on there, and the pain just
On
went
the-
right away.
on the
I was like,
ball
"Whoa,
on the
dude,
back
that's
of the
incredible."
truck.
So
You hit it on the ball of the back of the truck. I know that thing.
we're experimenting for sure.
No,
Yeah,
but
no, it's a beautiful
I got
thing.
a question. I got a question. May I?
Yeah.
That CBD that he was just talking about, Dr. High, is that basically what I wanted to do? Like,
Well, that would be in a flower form, especially at a 20-to-1, right?
20-to-1.
At a 20-to-1.
Yeah, 20-to-1.
Oh, that's flower. Okay.
You know what I mean? That's.
I thought that was
That's-
vapable. I was
that
like,
puts it into a very rare category. I mean, you don't find very many strains at all that are hitting CBD numbers like that. You know what I mean? There are.
Yeah, this
very
was
small amounts
was a
because-
special cut. I got it from
Yeah.
I got it from the guy who actually won the Emerald Cup a few years running. He wins the extraction category for like the best oil. He uses alcohol, like 200% organic alcohol.
Right.
He patented this thing to where you can get all the alcohol out of it, and it tastes amazing.
Yeah.
And his name's Harry. But anyway, he sourced that cut, hooked me up with it, and so I give him credit.
And it would be really cool to see the numbers once you do the crosses with a 20-to-1 into something like a Purple Punch, where you might be able to pull numbers, you know, in close to the 20% range, you know, with the CBD and THC being up there. These are where the best medicinal things happen, right? When you have the inclusion of everything. And for so many years,
I like both, right? I like it. I think it's good to have both. There's like a symbiotic relationship there. There's
exactly.
They just work good. It's like an entourage effect. They work great together. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's what it's about. How long have you been cultivating, Jay?
Since I was 18.
All your life, or
I'll be 49 on Saturday, and I started when I was 18, so over 30 years.
So you're a lifer like me when it comes to the cannabis world. That's for sure. I got about 45 years involvement.
I hate to
The
cut
only
this
thing I've
short.
done longer. Oh yeah.
Yeah. To the day I die.
It's 2:00, Dr. High. We have to stay regimented.
Yes, we do.
Regimented.
We do.
Seed Watch. Jay, when can you come back?
I could probably do it tomorrow. You know.
Are Dr. High? Do we have somebody tomorrow or no?
No, I don't think so.
I thought you said you had a friend for Friday.
No, you must have misunderstood something.
Maybe that was Nick. All right. So tomorrow we start at 9 a.m. for your time. Can you be here for 9 a.m.?
I should be able to make it.
We are going to spend the whole freaking day with you, well, 2 hours with you. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for coming up. I want to thank everybody out there on Live 365 and tune in, of course. And I want to thank everybody here on YouTube and Facebook. You guys are amazing. Thank you so very much. Seed Squatch, thank you again for coming by 3 days in a row. I'm gonna have you on here. This is amazing.
Well, tomorrow we can get into the real meat and potatoes of
it's gonna be good.
Of the Humboldt ways.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I agree.
There you go.
All right. Let's get out of here. I gotta pee. I will see you guys in a little tomorrow. Thank you so very much. I'll send you the invite the same way. All right, Seed Squatch?
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Peace, buddy.
And
thank you.
to all our community out there, thanks so much for spending your time with us today. We had a lot of fun and some interesting conversation. We appreciate your spending time with us, and I want you to stay safe and stay stoned.
Yes, me too. Stay lifted and have a great day and smile. That's all. Just smile.
That's
all right. I'll see you tomorrow, Dr. High. Oh, Dr. High, did you get my message about that? I don't know if you want to just do that. We can just do that. I think that because they said they can put it all three of them right together and put the music all together.
Yeah, Nick could add the audio track to the video.
Yeah, so I mean, technically, they already have the audio track. They refound it because he went and got his computer cleaned off, the guy who did it, and luckily it was somehow he was still there. But
so I'm waiting on Vern's images to do hers. We kind of got Colin's painting set. What's the other one? I don't have any information for you.
I have to get the pictures off of Discord and send them to you for tailored herbs and concentrates.
Okay.
And then